Hello, everyone. Sue Onishchuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today, as we begin the next section of lessons, we're going to reflect on what is the Holy Spirit, what is the Holy Spirit, and also on lesson 281. So here's what the Course has to say about the Holy Spirit. It says the Holy Spirit mediates between illusions and the truth. Since the Holy Spirit must bridge the gap between reality and dreams, perception leads to knowledge through the grace that God has given the Holy Spirit to be his gift to everyone who turns to him for truth. Across the bridge that he provides are dreams all carried to the truth to be dispelled before the light of knowledge. There are sights and sounds forever laid aside. And where they were perceived before, forgiveness has made possible perception's tranquil end. I'm going to read that last line. And where they were perceived before, forgiveness has made possible perception's tranquil end. The goal of the Holy Spirit's teaching is just this end of dreams. For sights and sounds must be translated from the witnesses of fear to those of love. And when this is entirely accomplished, learning has achieved the only goal it has in truth. For learning, as the Holy Spirit guides it to the outcome he perceives for it, becomes the means to go beyond itself, to be replaced by the eternal truth. It says, if you but knew how much your Father yearns to have you recognize your sinlessness, you would not let his voice appeal in vain, nor turn away from his replacement for the fearful images and dreams that you have made. Now, the Holy Spirit understands the means you made by which you would attain what is forever unattainable. And if you offer them to him, to the Holy Spirit, he will employ the means you made for exile to restore your mind to where it truly is at home. Our mind at home is in peace, in love, in joy, happiness, and abundance. And remember that forgiveness is the key to happiness. And in the act of forgiveness, we turn over anything that is of the ego that is disturbing us, that is triggering us, turning it over to the Holy Spirit. And it's through the Holy Spirit that our mind will be restored. So it says, from knowledge, where he has been placed by God, the Holy Spirit calls to you to let forgiveness rest upon your dreams and be restored to sanity and peace of mind. What is it that we remain insane and suffer when what we have here is the access always in every moment to the Holy Spirit, to turn it over, to return to our right-mindedness, our mind of God. It says, without forgiveness, will your dreams remain to terrify you? And the memory of all your Father's love will not return to signify the end of dreams has come. Accept your Father's gift. It is a call from love to love, that it be but itself. The Holy Spirit is his gift by which the quietness of heaven is restored to God's beloved Son. Would you refuse to take the function of completing God when all he wills is that you be complete? while we remain in the, the ego, allowing the ego thought system to dominate, we're going to experience the heaviness and the suffering and the struggling and the problems. But as we continue to practice this course, to apply the practice of forgiveness in our life, we become more and more awake. We become more in touch with our higher consciousness. And it's with the Holy Spirit that we can transform the thoughts that we have in our minds that are generating and causing this suffering. And that through forgiveness, it says here that, we will be complete in the love that we are. So this is the practice that we continue on, moment to moment, actually, as we practice the course. But I know I'm not awake to that at every moment. Although, this morning I needed to, do my work early, woke up and having some questioning about suffering. And then, turning it over to the Holy Spirit, got my answers that in the higher consciousness is a space of which I am transformed and return to the love and the peace and the joy that is always present. It's only the ego that hides it. So that's what I want to say about that, or the reflection on what is the Holy Spirit. And now we'll proceed with the lesson 281. And the lesson is, I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. And the prayer is, Father, your Son is perfect. When I think that I am hurt in any way, it is because I have forgotten who I am, and that I am as you created me. Your thoughts can only bring me happiness. If ever I am sad or hurt or ill, I have forgotten what you think and put my little meaningless ideas in place of where your thoughts belong and where they are. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. The thoughts I think with you can only bless. The thoughts I think with you alone are true. I will not hurt myself today, for I am far beyond all pain. My Father placed me safe in heaven, watching over me, and I would not attack the Son he loves, for what he loves is also mine to love. And the lesson is, I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. And that's what was occurring was this morning as I woke up. I was not in the space of thoughts of my, mind of God. Whatever, however I got there, I recognized that it was a place I was not choosing to remain in. And turn to a power greater than myself, and turn to the Holy Spirit to help me see things differently, so that I can proceed in my day in the space of love, in the space of peace, and in the space of joy, to the best of my ability to continue on in that throughout the day. So I'm going to read again for some further reflection. I know this is a long lesson with what is spirit, but let's see what Jesus has to say through Tina Marie Spalding this morning from the book, A Year of Forgiveness. And here's what she has channeled. And Jesus says to the channel, you are blessed beings indeed, and I am the one you know as Jesus. This does not seem to be true. You feel as if you are hurt by so many things, a negative look that someone throws your way, somebody disappointing you, someone stealing from you. All these things seem to hurt you, and they seem to be outside you. But you are a resilient being. And if you look at yourself now, you will see that you are perfectly fine. The ego always uses the argument, well, somebody could shoot me And that would mean I am hurt by something other than myself. But understand that what you are speaking about is emotional and mental. It's emotional and mental pain. We are speaking about the daily traumas you inflict on yourself, not the exceptional physical disasters that could happen to your body. The body can be hurt or destroyed, but it is not who you are. So in that sense, this lesson is still true. We are speaking about all the little ups and downs you go through each day, the downs in particular. The downs are you telling a story? Well, they let me down. Those people did something that they shouldn't have done. These stories cause you suffering. And these stories, thoughts, and ideas will reveal themselves to you each day, and your guidance system will reveal their untruths by giving you negative emotional feedback. I was getting negative emotional feedback this morning. I'm going to interject that here from my thoughts that were not thoughts of love. So it goes on to say here, Jesus says, remember, when you're feeling bad, suffering, depleted, drained, put upon, and unfairly treated, all these negatives you perceive as nothing to do with you actually are being manufactured by the thoughts you believe about the situation. You do not have to believe all the thoughts you have. You may have a thought such as this: these people or those people don't like me. You really do not know the truth of the situation. They may have said some things that seemed unloving. They may behave in ways that you do not understand, but if you believe that thought, then you will suffer. But if you observe that thought and say, well, that's an interesting thought, I think I need to question it. I think I need to inquire whether that thought is true. Initially, the ego will yell, yes, it is true. But if you continue to inquire, you will delve deeper and realize that you are the one who does not like them. That you are, in fact, accusing others of what you are doing, which is projection. Surely, if you are feeling bad, again, you are in the ego, and the ego projects. That is a question we would like you to ask yourself. The next time you accuse someone of something, inquire beneath the surface of that thought form and ask, is it in fact me doing this? I am the one you know as Jesus, and I will be with you again. So that's further message from Jesus today on the lesson 281. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. And I like it in there, it's just for us to observe and to say, well, that's an interesting thought. I think I need to question it. I think I need to inquire whether the thought is true. Again, the Course is continuing to show us it's all in our mind. Whatever, is in our mind is what we're projecting out there. And as Gary Renard says, it's a quote that he created out of the Course in Miracles. The world is not coming at me. It's coming from me, and the world is not being done to me. It's being done by me. All right. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 282. In the meantime, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And until the next video, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now. Have a love-filled day to the best of your ability. Bye for now.